When should you send your emails, and how often should you send out those emails? And this is a topic that we can try to present in a very simple manner. If you Google when should I send my emails, you'll find a lot of information that says Tuesday morning is the best time to send out your emails. And the only issue with that is anybody else who's Googling when to send emails is also finding that Tuesday morning is the best time. So there's a lot of noise on Tuesday mornings now in people's inboxes, making it a questionable time to send your emails. So we've done extensive research, both working with internal resources and external resources, run extensive tests, A/B tests, etc., to determine what days of the week and what times of day are most effective for sending your email campaigns. And we have found different scenarios where a Friday or an afternoon is much better than a Tuesday morning. But the really important aspect to choosing your date and time is that it's prospect specific. When are the people that you want to reach at their computer and able to read an email? Or when are they taking a look at their BlackBerry or iPhone to read an email and can maybe click on your call to action or reply, or at a minimum take notice of who you are so that when your producer calls, they have some name awareness and brand recognition. That could be a very different time for different industries and different demographics. Some business executives may be checking emails at 5:30 in the morning over coffee before they put on a suit and get on a train. A contractor or somebody may be checking their emails at 8 o'clock at night after working a 12-hour day. And you need to determine what times will work best with the verticals you want to focus on. You may be sending out different email campaigns at different times of day or different days of the week. The next question is how often? How many times per month can I send to these people without bothering them, without encouraging them to opt out or complain? If you're sending a drip type campaign or webinar invitations, twice a month is the most effective frequency. If you're sending something like a newsletter, once a month. More often isn't better. More often will eventually get even your friends to opt out of your sends. And I didn't mean to rhyme on purpose there, but it does make a lot of sense. You don't want to become an annoyance or bothersome to your email lists, especially not to your client lists. You want to build rapport, remind them that you're there and that you're here to help, but you don't want to become a nuisance. So Alan, what can you add about date, time, and frequency of email campaigns?
Well, I like the frequency that you're showing here, John. For example, an agency or a broker could send out 2 email campaigns per month for important digital collateral or fulfillment. For example, 2 emails around a webinar they were offering, or 2 emails around a white paper, or an email for a white paper and an email about a blog, an important blog, or regulatory update. That's terrific. They could send out a 3rd emailing, by the way, for a newsletter. So if they had an opt-in list of 2,000 people for a newsletter, that transcends the 2 email campaigns, for example, for a webinar. That would be the maximum. Frequently, agents and brokers, they overdo it. They say, I can send out an email campaign every week or more than that. And what happens then is people get tired, especially if the content isn't new every time. They get tired of it. It results in a lot of opt-outs. It can result in some complaints. So limit the frequency. To some extent, less is more. And remember, beyond the date and time you send, it's the topic that drives deliverability, interest, and for webinars, registration and attendance. Back to you, John.